Well, hi, everyone. I'm John Schmidt, Senior Vice President of the Value-Based Care Exhibit Hall, and want to welcome you to this week's Value-Based Care Exhibit Hall Flash interview. And today our guest is Carlos Acosta, Senior Director for Strategic Venture Solutions for BioReference. And BioReference Laboratories is one of the largest full-service specialty labs in the U.S. And most recently had launched an impressive telemedicine initiative called Scarlet that makes it easier to get lab specimens collected and tested. And Carlos is going to tell us more about that shortly. So let me say at this point, welcome, Carlos. Glad you could join us. And I just have two questions for you today that I think will be of great interest to our listeners. So the first one is, why do value-based care organizations like ACOs and others need the services of BioReference Health, or what does BioReference provide that can help them?
Thank you, John. It's a pleasure to be on. I always appreciate all you do for the value-based care industry and for us also. So great question. BioReference, as you mentioned, is a full-service laboratory, one of the largest in the nation. And one of the resources of the many we bring to the value-based landscape, particularly through our SVS, our Strategic Venture Solutions, which specializes in large medical groups, hospital systems, ACOs, full risk, MSOs. We really cater to that area. We play very well and have a lot of resources within that sandbox. Scarlet, as you mentioned, is one of the tools that we have. It's a digital platform initiative. As in today's world, every healthcare provider or every institution that provides a piece of healthcare to a patient is trying to enhance, improve, or find a delivery method, how to bring their services to the patient's home. Scarlet is what we launched last year, and it's how we bring the laboratory to the patient's home. Through that, we're able to assist with HEDIS scores, closing open care gaps, really hitting certain metrics that are needed in the value-based care arena through Scarlet to help the providers. As we know, 70% of all medical decisions are based on laboratory testing. So it's a very important function that the laboratory plays in the continuum of care on the patient. Scarlet is just one of the many resources that we have as an organization, in addition to our Strategic Venture Solutions area, which caters and assigns certain resources specifically to the value-based care clients.
You mentioned Scarlet a couple of times, and so my second question is, what does BioReference do? It sounds like that would be different from what other lab companies are offering in their services.
Yes, and that's a good question, John. And I think personally, we're very patient and physician centric. One of the many things that set us apart is I think that our executive chair is a physician. Our CEO of our holding company, OPCO Health, is a physician. So I think they bring something different to the organization when it comes to focusing on patient care and resources to the providers. Scarlet is a great example of that. That was launched, how we're able to easily provide to providers an ordering platform within their EMR or through our portal when they're seeing a patient in their office, or whether they're seeing that patient through a telehealth visit. They're able just to pick one additional test, just as they're picking a CBC, for example, or a glycohemoglobin, they pick Scarlet. That launches and engages that order. They come across digitally to us. It comes to our Scarlet Health professional, and the patient receives a text message, an email to be able to schedule their visit. We live in an on-demand world now. Everybody wants their Uber Eats. Everybody wants everything on demand, and Scarlet is one of those tools that we have that we can bring to patients to help them give a little bit more control to their healthcare, and also assist a healthcare provider in closing those gaps when it comes to diagnostic laboratory services. It's launched nationwide. We're in network with all the major payers throughout the country. So many differentiators and resources that BioReference has that is great access and an asset to value-based care organizations.
Wow, that is impressive. And I tell you, what BioReference is doing is very much needed for a lot of reasons at this time in healthcare. So keep up the good work, as we might say. So for more information, please visit the BioReference booth in the Value-Based Care Exhibit Hall. And again, you can take a deeper dive in to take a look at their resources that are available and other information as well. So at this point, just want to say thanks everyone for joining us, and special thanks to you, Carlos. Great,
Thank
great
you, John.
short presentation, and we appreciate that. So everyone, please stay safe and well, and join us for the next flash interview. Bye now.